Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to watch an interview in English to practice our pronunciation. Please excuse me if I make any mistake. Let's begin. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for taking the time to speak with me today. My name is Mark and I'm the lead engineer here. How are you doing today? Good morning, Mark. I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm really excited to be here and learn more about the engineering team and the challenge you are currently tackling. Glad to hear that. We are currently scaling our main platform and looking for a strong full stack developer. I've reviewed your resume and your background looks solid. To start, could you give me a brief overview of your experience, particularly with PHP and JavaScript ecosystem? Absolutely. I have been working as a full stack developer, building robust and scalable web applications. On the backend, my core expertise is in PHP, specifically using Laravel. I always aim to implement clean architecture, separating the business logic into services and repositories, and using GTO for data transfers. On the front end, I have extensive experience building dynamic reactive user interface with Vue.js. That sounds exactly like what we need. Let's dive a bit deeper into Laravel. As you know, the ecosystem moves fast, and we are currently migrating some of our legacy microservices. How comfortable are you with building RESTful API using the latest Laravel feature, like that's introduced in Laravel 13? I'm very comfortable with it. I actively keep up with the framework's update. When building a RESTful API in Laravel, I focus on performance and maintainability. I rely heavily on API resources for formatting the JSON responses, form requests for validation and ensure that the routing is strictly version. Excellent. Now, when you expose that API, how do you handle testing and documentation before handing them over to the front-end team? I believe testing is non-negotiable. I write automated feature tests within Laravel using PHP or PEST. Additionally, I use Postman extensively. I create a structured Postman collection with environment variables which make it incredibly easy to share the endpoint with the team and run automated integration tests. Perfect. Let's shift gears to the frontend. How do you usually integrate Vue.js with a backend API? I typically decouple the frontend and backend completely. I use Vue.js as a standalone single-page application communicating with the Laravel API via Axios or the native Fetch API. I structure my Vue project into reusable atomic components and manage the global state efficiently, ensuring the UI remains fast and responsive even when handling large datasets. Nice! In a team environment, collaboration is key. We have multiple developers pushing code every day. Can you walk me through your typical Git workflow? I'm a strong advocate for Git flow. My standard process involves keeping a stable main branch for production and a developed branch for integration. Whenever I pick up a new task, I push it to GitHub, open a pull request, and request code review from my peers. I always make sure to resolve any merge conflict locally before merging. That's exactly how we operate here. Now, let's talk about infrastructure and deployment. Today's market demands highly available application. What is your experience with Docker, Kubernetes, and cloud providers like Amazon Web Services? I use Docker daily to ensure my local development environment matches production perfectly. I containerize both the Laravel API and the Vue frontend RDS for managed database and S3 for asset storage. While I'm still deepening my expertise in Kubernetes, I understand its core concepts like pods, deployment, and services for orchestrating container and auto-scaling microservices. That is great foundation. We use Docker heavily and we have a dedicated DevOps team managing the Kubernetes cluster, but having deployed developers who understand the container lifecycle is a massive plus for us. Finally, what are your professional goals for the near future? My main goal is to consolidate my skill as a high-level full-stack developer. I want to continue mastering software architecture, improve my cloud deployment strategies, and contribute to building products that solve real-world problems efficiently. I really appreciate your detailed answers, Andres. You have a very clear understanding of the modern development stack. Do you have any question for me before we wrap up? No, thank you. That no, thank you. Have a great day as well. Thank you for hearing me. See you soon.